Welcome back, everyone. This is GTA Failer, and in this video we are going to improve on some of our statistics. So first I'm going to pull up the specific statistics that we're starting with. The beginning of this video is going to be all about stunt jumping. So we're going to look at 4 different stats in the stats menu here in slow motion. So maximum insane jump distance, 84. That's the horizontal distance from takeoff to landing. Insane jump height, 20 meters. That's from the top of the launch point to your maximum height. Maximum insane jump flips 1, and that one requires a little explanation. So that could be a backflip or a front flip, like a somersault kind of flip, or what they call an aileron roll. And the best imagery I can give you for this one is if you imagine holding a rolling pin and using it to flatten out some dough, the cylinder on that rolling pin is doing aileron rolls. So if you imagine a plane staying at a fixed altitude and doing a 360-degree spin along its longitudinal axis, that is an aileron roll, not to be confused with a barrel roll. Next is the unique jumps completed. We're skipping that one. Next, max insane jump rotation, 383 degrees. That number, that degree number, is the angle measured from the perspective of somebody way up in the air, above the entirety of the jump, who's looking down on you doing your jump. It's the rotation that happens on a merry-go-round. That's what that 383 degrees is measuring. And then best insane stunt so far is categorized, is labeled as insane stunt. Let's talk about that in a moment. While we watch my attempt to improve my maximum horizontal distance, which was 84 meters, let me read from the wiki a little bit. In Vice City, triggering an insane stunt reward requires the driver to either jump a distance of 136 feet or greater, perform at least 2 flips, or have a rotation of at least 360 degrees. The vertical height part doesn't matter. It's the other 3 statistics that matter. And if you get 2 of those 3 thresholds met, then you get a double insane stunt. And if you get all 3 stunt goals met, then you get a triple insane stunt. So our goal is a triple insane stunt, and we're going to improve all those statistics. That tank jump was 650 feet or 195 meters. Way better than the 84 meters that we had before. This was just a fail. It looked like Tommy was trying to crawl there in the water. And now we're going to do some stunting with a cabbie, because if you time things right, you can use the cabbie boost, which you got from completing 100 taxi fares. So the idea is you boost once to get yourself up in the air, heading in the direction of a building, and then you boost again when your tire is on the building, just like that. And so I've seen some people on YouTube do some crazy things with these taxi boosts. I didn't get anywhere near as nuts as they did, but I'm just going to show you some of my best attempts. And we're going to come back to the taxi because that's the one that's going to give me the kind of most fun things to play with in terms of stunting. But I will show you a very consistent but very lame way to get a triple insane stunt. I found this on YouTube. I'm not going to credit the guy because I just called his technique lame, but here it is. So we come up this building. This is the one that was unlocked during the mission G Spotlight, and it's still unlocked for the rest of the game. Once you pass that mission, we're going to break this window, and then we're going to go very slowly on our PCJ through that window while kind of leaning back, and we're gonna pass all 3 of the requirements for a triple insane stunt. Oh baby, check out how insane this stunt is. So our horizontal distance was 206 feet, more than the required 136. We got 2 flips, that's the minimum you need, and we exceeded the 360-degree rotation angle, so triple insane stunt. All right, so the rest of the time now we're just going to do the stunting with taxi. You could do a taxi or a cabbie or a Kaufman cab. I'm going to use a zebra cab here just for kicks. And so, again, I'm just showing you my best attempts, but most of my attempts resulted in me just driving into a building and potentially flipping and losing my cab. All right, that's looking pretty good there. I had like no consistency with this. You're seeing like the highlights of an hour of driving into buildings and failing. All right, I think this is the one, gang. This is the best attempt. Oh yeah, there we go. So here's a triple insane stunt I can be proud of, $391. There is a formula to show you how to calculate the cash award. It has to do with taking fixed constants and multiplying them by the 4 statistics, not just the 3, but the 4, including the height, and then adding those things up to get the dollar amount. And if it's a double insane stunt, you double the money that formula would have given you. And if it's a triple insane stunt, you triple the money that the formula would have given you. As you can see, we improved all four of our statistics. Our maximum insane jump distance went from 84 meters to 195 with that tank. Our maximum insane jump height went from 20 meters all the way up to 52 meters. Our maximum insane jump number of flips went from 1 to 2. The jump rotation angle went from 383 degrees up to 586 degrees. And our previous best category for insane stunt was just insane stunt, but now we got a triple insane stunt. And now we're done with stunting and we move on to this next batch of statistics. We got a bunch of ugly zeros here that we need to fix, we need to improve upon. Longest wheelie time, longest wheelie distance. So that has to do with riding on a motorcycle and getting your front wheel up in the air so you're only on your back wheel. And it only counts in the statistics menu if you are up at least 2 seconds. You need to do a wheelie for at least 2 seconds before anything shows up here in the stats. The longest stoppy time and distance, that's the same thing, but instead of being up on your back wheel on a motorcycle, you need to be up on your front wheel on a motorcycle. And again, a minimum of 2 seconds there before it counts. And then finally, longest two wheels time and distance. This is a statistic you can earn when you're in a car, a vehicle with 4 wheels, and you get up on 2 of them. Like on the left side of the car, it's only those 2 wheels on the ground, or on the right side of the car, only those 2 wheels on the ground. And again, it's got to happen for at least 2 seconds before it counts in this stats menu. I don't remember exactly when I got my 2 wheels time here. I'm sure it was inadvertent. It just happened because I was out of control and the vehicle happened to kind of hover on its side for 2 seconds before I righted it. But anyway, we're going to try to improve all 6 of these statistics here. So we'll start with the 2-wheel attempts, and I'll admit from the beginning here, I was not able to improve my distance traveled on a 2-wheel. I was able to tie like a 2-second thing. I thought this was a lot longer than 2 seconds, but it gave me credit only for 2 seconds. And I think I realize now what happened, like after the fact, as I'm rewatching this footage, is that you need to be only on the 2 wheels. And every time my taxi is giving sparks off on the ground there, you can see I'm not on the wheels. I'm on the side of the cab, the metal part of the cab. And so I thought that I was up there doing the 2-wheel thing, but really I needed to be more specifically only on the wheels and not on the body of the cab at all. Yeah, this is me just thinking like, oh, I'm doing it. Like I was so happy when I got this, and now in retrospect, I realize why I got credit for nothing. Yeah, so we'll show you a couple more failed attempts here, like my best failed attempts, if that means anything. I'm sure it's possible to do, like this 2-wheel thing for a long time if you get good at it. It's some combination of, like turning left and turning right and getting a good speed. Also, I use the taxi or the cabbie here a bunch because the cabbie has really bouncy suspension. I thought that'd be easier in terms of getting the vehicle up on 2 wheels in the first place. I also tried a few attempts at the airport, just thinking like more space would help me. It didn't. And I also tried a few attempts with the Trojan Voodoo, just because, again, it's got kind of the funny hydraulic suspension, but I didn't get not even a single 2-second credit for a 2-wheel time there on the Trojan Voodoo. Okay, so now we're moving on to wheelies. Wheelies are quite a bit easier. All you have to do is lean back on your bike while you're accelerating, and so lean back is 6 on my number pad. If you lean back too far, you get flung off of your motorcycle. The PCJ is quite far away, but once we get back on the PCJ, we will get our credit for the wheelie. There you go, 61 bucks, 1,000 feet, and 6 seconds. I couldn't believe it. I went to the stats menu, and all of a sudden, not 0 for the 2 wheelie stats. Okay, here's one more wheelie attempt. It's my best one. And I think this one we're going to get credit for 8 seconds of wheelie. I realize you don't have to be going full speed in order to get credit for the wheelie. 73 bucks, 1,200 feet, 8 seconds. Give it to me. Okay, time for the stoppy. Again, it's got to be on a motorcycle. So here I'm going to lean forward and hold the brakes. So that's 9 on the number pad to lean forward, and then S on the keyboard, to hit the brakes. And so there we go. Non-zero times for the stoppy segment. Now we're going to look to the side just to give you a better view of all the stoppy action you come to my channel for. And I think look out. I think we'll do one more sideways look at a stoppy. Oh, beautiful. 2 seconds, 92 feet. Okay, so that's my best. I'm sure you can do better. I know it's possible to do better. I don't have the mechanics down for any of these things, but all I wanted was non-zero, and we got 6 non-zero statistics there. 2 for the wheelies, 2 for the stoppies, and 2 for the 2-wheel times. And then I just refilled my health, and we're going to save in our usual place over at the top of the mansion. If you have any memories you'd like to share about any of these statistics, like either stunting or the wheelie, stoppy, two-wheel kind of thing, share them in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you real soon.